What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk to you about the top 5 EV stocks based off of their quantitative data. So I want to go over all the things that you need to know, but first make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, just so you are all aware, basically the quantitative data is made up of this right here. So you have valuation, growth, profitability, momentum, and revisions. All of that is compiled and given a rating. And so for instance, in Apple's case, it is 3.4, and that is seen as a hold. Each one of these has a lot of subdivisions. I'm not really going to go over that because that would make this video probably like an hour long, but if you are curious, you can always pause it and read through it. A lot of this information is also available through Seeking Alpha, and I have a 7-day free trial if you do want a little bit more of a deeper dive in that in the description below. But again, that's kind of the basis of that. And on a side note, I did go through all of these stocks right here. So a lot of the bigger names, I did not include any stock below 100 mil as a market cap because I feel like there's just a lot going on. A lot of their key metrics, like it's all going to be pretty much nil. And nonetheless, though, I don't really see any of these stocks based off their quant data being top 5. But getting right to it, stock number 5, you have Lucid, ticker is LCID, sitting at 253 over the last 1 year, down 8.99%, and then over the last 1 month, it is up 4.33. Quant data is putting it at 2.98, and so based on this, it does have the valuation as a C minus. You have growth as a B, profitability as a F, momentum B, revisions is a B. Side note, you can also see that over the last 3 months and 6 months, not much has kind of changed. Momentum is getting a little bit better, but aside from that, though, pretty much over the last 1 year for the ratings, it's been most of the time under a hold category. If not periodically, it's had a kind of a strong sell or a sell in some cases. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. Like I said, I'm not really going to go into depth, for instance, on a lot of these kind of things right here. So if you're wanting maybe more of a deeper dive in the future, I can definitely do that, but I don't think I'd do it for all 5. That would be a very long video. But moving on to stock number 4, you have RIVN sitting at 1383 over the last 1 year. It is up 40.69%, and then over the last 1 month, up 11.31. Quant data 3.29, ultimately putting it under the hold category, and pretty much for the last year, it's been under the hold category. But valuation is a C minus, growth is a B, profitability is a F, momentum A, revisions is a B. And so far, based on Lucid and RIVN, you have the profitability as a F because they're not profitable. They do have their earnings coming up on a side note, and actually same goes for Lucid on the exact same day. So that is on the 6th after hours. In RIVN's case, negative 73 cents for the earnings per share, 1.02 billion for the revenue. Then over the last 90 days, 3 positive and 7 negative revisions to the earnings per share. So this is stock number 4. Moving on to stock number 3, you have good old Tesla. So sitting at 287 over the last 1 year, it is up 59.55%, and then over the last 1 month, it is defying logic, and it is up 9.69. And the reason why I'm saying it's defying logic is because it did miss on a lot of their key metrics, but it has gone up. So I feel like a lot of the bears have been upset with Tesla over the last little bit because of this kind of defiance. But nonetheless, though, quant data is 3.32, and pretty much this whole year it's been under the hold rating. But valuation is a F, growth B minus, profitability is a A plus, momentum is a B plus, which if you kind of compare it to the last 3 months and 6 months, it's gone down a little bit. And then revisions, and I feel given everything, the revisions is somewhat fair, but at the end of the day, I feel like that could improve in the foreseeable future, as Elon has mentioned that he's going to be stepping down, or at least limiting the amount of time he spends towards Doge. So I think that could really help Tesla's branding, imaging, and through that, most likely through that revisions as well. So let me know your thoughts on Tesla being number 3. Moving on to stock number 2, you have XPeng sitting at 1976. Over the last 1 year though, kicking ass, taking names, up 110.21%, and then over the last 1 month it is down 5.88%. So Quant data 3.46, and that is kind of flirting on and off over the last 6 months between the hold. You also have strong buy and a buy, so definitely it's gaining some pretty good momentum. I think of the Chinese EVs, it's definitely one that people have been really gravitating towards, but based on the grades, it does have valuation as a C-, so that's improved over the last 3 and 6 months. Growth is a A-, profitability D-, momentum A+, and revisions is a A-. So right now 3.46 is that rating. So let me know your thoughts on that. And then moving on to stock number 1, very interesting to see the top 2 both being Chinese EVs, but Li sitting at 2504 over the last 1 year, down 13.6%, and then over the last 1 month down 1.84. So again, over the last 1 month, a lot of Chinese EVs have really struggled, so maybe there is some value there potentially. I'll leave it up to you guys to make that determination. But Quant data 3.76, so right now it is under the buy category, kind of bouncing between the hold and buy over the last little bit. Valuation is C, growth is a C-, profitability is a B+, momentum A-, and revisions is a C. So pretty good stuff. And as you, in case you guys didn't catch on to it, right now Li is the only one that does have a buy rating from, as a consensus, from Wall Street analysts as well as Seeking Alpha analysts. So maybe there is significant value in Li. Side note, I'm sure I'm going to get a hell of a lot of comments. Where's NIO? NIO unfortunately was stock number 6, so slightly lower than Lucid. So do you agree with the top 5 based on this, their quantitative data, and do you think it's, or is there any other that you would swap out, and if so, which ones? Again, I feel like a lot of people are going to be leaning towards NIO, but let me know your thoughts on all that. Hopefully everyone's having a kick-ass weekend. One final thing, pop over to my Patreon and get buy signals on stocks, options, crypto, many of which have been absolutely on point, so definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.